Hey everybody, and welcome to Newsmakers who influence the world. Now forget about the top stories you heard about today and the ones you were worrying about yesterday, because this is breaking news, and that is Republicans plan to ban all forms of porn. Now I know when you heard this, I'm pretty sure I saw a tear.
Paul, this just is disturbing to me on so many levels, and it's not because I like porn or dislike porn, but it's because of what the Republicans lie their values on, and that is the founding fathers of the United States of America. Now, when the founding fathers came to America, they didn't say ban porn. They said go for it. Go for it. So Republicans, if you want to stick to these morals of the founding fathers, they will tell you, keep porn alive.
All right, the real issue here is one of a constitutional moral.
Correct.
And one of economical applications. The first one is it constitutional for the Republicans to ban all forms of pornography? I mean, you have freedom of press, right. You have, basically these kinds of things that will start worrying people. I mean, we all know what happened when SOPA and Pippa came out.
Correct.
It just fell completely flat because no one wanted to censor the internet.
Right. See, this is where it stands, because you bring up a good point. You don't even know it, I don't think, is that you're relating pornography to the internet.
Yeah.
Right? Because there's two industries of pornography. You have, obviously, the film industry, you have magazines, and you have the internet. But most of the industry has been moving towards
the internet.
The internet, correct. Exactly. So this is where it's gray anywhere you go in the world. All right? What are the internet rights? Obviously, you have China who censor everything. You have the United Arab Emirates, who also censor mature content such as this. But the United States is in a weird place right now. If you censor pornography on the internet, you're censoring, freedom of press. You're going against everything that the Constitution should stand for, that is right to information. Obviously, there are restrictions of pornography in the United States. You can only go so far with the sick things that you do. But there are also, age disclaimers on the websites. You go there, are you 18 years or older? So there is legislation on the internet preventing some people from seeing pornography, but how far are you really going to go? A lot of red flags are going to be raised if it's completely abolished.
I think what they're worried about is, now with sites such as Pirate Bay coming up, which we all know about because they were recently in the news, you can get content like this and there is no age disclaimer. Yeah, sure, there may be an age disclaimer on a particular website, but when you go to these websites, they have none of that. And I think what they're worried about, and what the society is worried about, is kids having access to this type of content when they're innocently downloading something else or looking for something else. They may come across this type of internet. And as much as you try and censor the internet and block things and put age disclaimers on certain things, there will always be content that is slipping through the gaps, getting past the security nets and that kind of thing.
That's true, that's true. No matter how you look at it, there's always going to be some leakage of things going wrong. As time goes on, I'm sure there's going to be technology to make things a little bit safer on the internet. Every day you look, there's something new. But it's the internet. It's a global system. So if you ban pornography in the United States, like Pirate Bay, you're going to go somewhere else.
Exactly.
Right?
Someone else is going to do it.
Exactly.
Now, that brings me to the second point, and that's an economical issue.
All right. This is massive, and this baffles me because I don't think the Republicans are looking closely enough at this issue. They want to create jobs. They want to create employment. No matter how you stand with pornography, you think it's absolutely disgusting or you love it, you're putting people out of work.
Yeah, and when it comes to it, at the end of the day, the Republicans are all about this.
Business.
It's for them, it is business. That will have devastating effects on the U.S. economy. Whichever way you look at it. I mean, if you take a piece away from a puzzle, the puzzle is not complete. What's that game with the Jenga? You take a piece out, the whole thing is going to fall down. And I don't think the Republicans have looked at that. They're just, what they're doing, I think, is they're trying to get the moral vote, the conservative vote.
Exactly.
People are going to go, oh, well done, yeah, we'll go with the Republicans. And then when they're voted in, they'll be like, ooh.
Completely contradictory to their set values.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see where this comes. This is a very kind of radical move, and we've seen that, once elected, politicians tend to move towards the middle of the aisle, in the presidential seat, of course. So
that is very true.
I don't see this happening, just like SOPA, anything like that. It'll be brought up, but it's going to be shoved to the side.
They're just going after the few votes, the few extra votes, because now also with Romney's tax issues that are starting to appear, they're in a bit of a dangerous position, so they're trying to find little things that'll get us the extra vote.
As usual.
All right, guys, let us know in the comments down below what your questions, concerns are about this particular subject, where you stand with it, whether you're against it, for it. Subscribe to our YouTube, like our Facebook page, and let's get a discussion going. You're watching NewzMakerz, who influence the world.